First and 10. Looking for SKYY MOORE. Touchdown, Western Michigan. That boy's got some hops.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the JP Sideline Show. Introducing SKYY MOORE. For those of you that don't know, me and SKYY MOORE played basketball together in youth and elementary and AAU top level basketball. So Sky, it's been awesome to, get to stay in touch and watch your journey throughout growing up in high school and college and, now the big leagues here. So thank you so much for coming on.
No doubt, no doubt.
Has it set in yet, Sky, that literally less than a month away, you're about to live out your childhood dream of being drafted to the NFL, man?
Not yet. I don't feel like it has. I just been moving around so much, coming back to school, going back home and going down to Florida. So I haven't really got that chance to let it sink in. I didn't get. It's probably not going to sink in until I at least get that phone call.
Yeah, I can see that being crazy, brother. But so you're a hometown native, man, Pittsburgh, PA. You played for Shadyside Academy, which is a huge thing because you started out in high school playing quarterback, defensive back, corner. So you quickly transitioned to wide receiver, even though you were being recruited throughout high school into college of playing defensive back. So just describe that transition and how you made it seem like so effortlessly on the field, even starting out your freshman year. But I'm sure there was so much behind the scenes that went into that.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like it did. That's just what it was. It was just so it was just so smooth for me just because I played quarterback in high school in corner and, safety and everything. But I always had the ball in my hand. So it was kind of the same. It was just a different way of getting to that.
Yeah.
So I definitely had to learn a new position, learn everything that comes with playing wide receiver. But once you get that ball in my hand, it's football.
Yeah, 100%. Because you were always a ball hawk too, playing defense. There were so many plays, especially on defense, where even special teams where you got the ball in your hands and you're making plays. So It was awesome to see, especially this past your junior year, just the plays you were able to make when you got the ball in your hands. Yeah. So let's go ahead and talk about your junior year. This was a breakout year if I've ever seen one, comparing every single year. So this year you had almost 1,300 receiving yards. You had 6 games of over 100 yards receiving, and you had a game over 200 yards, and you had 10 touchdowns on the year. So there were 2 games that really stuck out to me, and I watched every single game. The first game is obviously week 2, coming home, playing at Heinz Field against Pitt, man.
Yeah.
I know your girlfriend, she's a cheerleader for Pitt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's just, there's so much going into that. You have tons of family and friends coming. So sort of describe the nerves, if you had any, and the feeling of getting to come back and play against Pitt at your hometown.
I feel like I personally do well in those type of situations. It's always been like that, when it's feels like it's crunch time for everybody else and nervous for everybody else. I just feel like it's just normal. I don't know.
No pressure, right? No pressure, no diamonds.
No pressure.
Literally our top level game, we see it every year come up, that big play we had where me, you, and our buddy Drew, it's crunch time and we get you the ball and you hit the game winner for us. I see how it's just so easy for you. And it's those moments are,
And that play, I remember I was looking at that play the other day, we were down 1 point and I hit a 3.
You could have attacked the rack, you could have attacked, got to the hoop, but you're pulling up. But the second game, I think it was week 11, Northern Illinois. I remember watching this game. I was tweeting out during the game. You had over 200 yards and 4 touchdowns. Is that whenever you were finally all right, I'm ready. This is time for the next step to the NFL.
I said that. I said I was ready. I knew I was ready the game before that. Versus
the game
Eastern.
Before?
I had 12. I think that either 2 games before or the game before I crossed over 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
And it was the game before. Yeah, the game before Eastern Michigan. I crossed over 1,000 yards, had 12 catches, a touchdown, and I was like, I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready. And then next game I did that, so I was like, okay, I know I'm ready.
And Twitter was going absolutely wild over that, man. So that was one of the best performances I've seen. So hats off to you for that. So like you said, that's when you started to figure out you were ready. So walk us through the process of basically deciding with family, coaches and stuff to forego your senior year of college and enter the NFL draft and declare?
So yeah, that was a big decision, and I wanted to make a decision with like a whole bunch of clarity in my mind. Didn't want anybody swaying me either way. So I gathered the facts. So I gathered like all the information I could about what the pros and cons would be of staying or going. And as I sat back and looked at them, I wanted to be the one to make the decision. I didn't want to sit there and talk with everybody.
Yeah.
So I just felt like leaving was the best thing for me. Just like it was definitely a risk. It was a super risk.
Yeah, because
it could have went so left, but I feel like it's going to pay off for me in this next month. Yeah, and I feel like I'll be good because, as like you said, my coaches wanted me to stay. So everybody was telling me to stay. Every single person told me to stay, and if I feel like I bet on myself and it worked out.
So for your decision, did anything have to do with like, I know your quarterback also declared, did that, I'm assuming that had to have had something with it too?
Yeah. It didn't have too much. Yeah, because we got another Pittsburgh guy. He's gonna be the starter. He's gonna be the next big thing. He's from Norwood.
I'm excited to see that then too.
Yeah,
all right, so I've been keeping up with your social media and like your path to the draft on YouTube and stuff, and just like Instagram. And I saw you were in Florida, and you said earlier you're in Florida. So I saw you posted with Randy Moss in Florida. So if you can, like, is that just surreal? Like, Randy Moss is literally one of the best NFL guys, wide receivers in NFL history. So like, did you get anything special out of one of those workout sessions that you will remember forever?
You know what, bro? Like, looking back at it, I feel like, dang, like I was working with Randy Moss. Like,
yeah,
that's crazy.
Like, but you at the time,
when I was there,
you're putting in the work.
He don't even give you no time to even say nothing like that. Like,
yeah,
he's just such a dog. Like, yo, get on the line. Like, I don't care. Like, you feel me? Get on the line. Do this, do that. Like, he's just so coach mode. But I needed to see that from him, and like I can understand why he was so great, just because of the way he attacked his work.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Like, us getting to see that at that time, I know like you're there and you're like, all right, I'm putting in this work. I got a combine, I got a pro day, all this stuff. But like from from the sideline, it was just so awesome to get to see you, to be with him. So yeah, that was big. But now let's go to like all your film and stuff. So like this past year, it was so obvious you had all the film that NFL teams wanted to see. The big question was your 40 time and your speed. So I saw you talking earlier about like how you wanted to train and how NFL teams wanted to see your speed. So if you can just sort of talk about the effort and stuff you put in the training for your 40 time that you blew teams out of the water at the combine.
Yeah. Yeah, I went down there with a mission, like, yo, I gotta get faster.
Yeah.
I gotta get faster, I gotta get stronger, I gotta be in the best shape that I've ever been in. Because there's money, there's stuff on the line now. Like, this is
everything.
This
bro.
is the future. Yeah, this is everything's on the line about this 40 time. I was literally like running for my life. So it's like, it was before, like all that work just, was the result or like the product of that type of mindset.
Well, with that mindset, like coming out before the combine, all that, like you were projected third, fourth, you go to that combine, completely show out. And then it's like, now you're seeing guys like Mel Kiper talking about you on ESPN every single day. He could sneak into the first round. There's no way he's getting to the Steelers at 52 in the second round.
Yeah.
Like you said, literally running for your life, bro. So let's talk about like, how much do you normally spend working out in an average day? And also like recovery. How's your recovery process?
Yeah, everything's been kind of like changing. I've been seeing things in a new perspective, like ever since I left school. So like today I worked out. I pulled up to the stadium I'm back in Kalamazoo right now. So yeah, I was working at Western. I probably pulled up to the stadium about 10 a.m. Got out of there like around 1. Just from I probably worked from 10:30 to 12:30. Just
Yeah.
just going in there, getting a good workout in with my strength and conditioning coach. And then the recovery part, after I left school, I noticed like recovery is way more important than the actual work itself. I feel like if you can, like, nobody's 100%, but the closest you can be to 100% every time you lace up, you're gonna be the better player.
Yeah, that's awesome. So looking at like your game and stuff, who do you like model your game and your route running off of?
I watch everybody, bro. Like I watch Stephon Diggs, Justin Jefferson, Debo, Devontae Adams. Them are like my favorite guys. Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
You know, them are my favorite receivers.
That's sweet. So like going back to high school, you played with Coach Tomlin's son. So obviously there was a relationship with Coach Tomlin just like throughout high school. What is it like now where he's like he's sort of recruiting and stuff and the draft's coming up? What is your relationship with him? And like what do you think the chances are of possibly getting to come back home?
I don't know. You never really know with the draft.
Yeah.
You never know with the draft. So like people have an idea of like where I could go and like just as far as the players on the board, but you never really know.
The Steelers need wide receivers right now too. That is what's awesome about this story is we just like got rid of a few wide receivers. So it would be absolutely unbelievable to see you get to come home. But then you look, I know you keep up with all the free agency stuff. So you just saw like Mel Kiper's talking about you possibly going to Green Bay and getting to play with Aaron Rodgers.
Right.
Like that would be unbelievable too.
It gets crazy. And then I'm seeing stuff about the Chiefs. Like
with
crazy.
Tyreek Hill even. And Mel Kiper's talking about you being a guy to get to play with Patrick Mahomes. Like that's
bro, it could go anywhere.
That's just crazy.
It could go anywhere. That's what's so crazy about it. It's like you just got to sit back and wait. And that's the most like anxious part about all this process. Like I already put the work in and I still got a month to sit down and just wait to see where I'm going.
Yeah. So going to the draft, if we fast forward to the draft, are you planning on like being with family, having a watch party, or where are you planning on being at for the draft?
Yeah, I'll probably I think I'll be in we don't have the specific details yet, but I'll probably be in New Kent somewhere.
That's awesome.
Somewhere
with family. Brother. Yeah, that's awesome. And going back to New Kent, so like if you haven't, which I know you've seen, man, there is so much love and support from that community, especially your entire family, and just so many people supporting you, your journey. So describe how that feels to know that like your entire community has had your back throughout this whole entire journey.
It means everything, man. Cause like y'all see the product of everything. And like there's a whole bunch of stuff that goes into this. And like, you know, just as far as long hours, early mornings, late nights, just everything that goes into it, and just the not knowing factor too, just trying to work to make sure you're in the best shape physically and mentally to deal with what's about to come. And to get that support from basically my entire city is like, it just keeps me going because it gives me something to work for, you know, like if you guys believe in me, I'm gonna make sure that I'm not letting you down.
Like you're putting your entire city on the map. And like you're one of like the biggest prospects to come out even from the Whitfield, Western Pennsylvania. So like for you to put New Kent and stuff on the map is just, it's been awesome to see. Let's get into your own brand. So I personally bought a Dying Breed sweatshirt. Do you have any Dying Breed gear on you right now or around you, or am I gonna have to post?
No, I actually I do got a little hoodie right here.
You got something?
I got you. I think you got this one. Do you got the pink one?
Yeah, the light pink.
Yeah, I got this one. I just took this. It's a little. The sleeves are in it, but how you can you flip the camera on here?
I don't know if you can turn camera. That's awesome. Yeah, that's my sweatshirt. I got that sweatshirt, brother. And I just saw you came out with like, which I also got a couple of these. You have limited edition SKYY MOORE t-shirts from your Dying Breed brand. So are those doing good? Or you still have any left?
Yeah, we're doing good. We're getting numbers every day. Numbers going up every day. We're only printing 100 of them, but
Yeah.
I created a team. So like, there's like 5 of us. While I'm out here, while I'm on the road working out, doing everything, I got people at home, my Dying Breed team that is handling that, collecting orders. So like, for now on, but it's not just going to be me. It's like we got a little operation going on at the crib.
A team.
Yeah.
So if you have a team, I'm gonna tell you, my family did get 5 shirts.
Oh yeah.
We got 5 shirts. Me,
Okay.
Isaiah, 2 of my cousins. I got 2 for 2 of my cousins, and my stepdad got one. So
that's tough, bro. I appreciate the support.
We're
man.
excited. We're excited,
I
bro.
appreciate the support.
Talk
Definitely.
a little bit about your YouTube page. I saw you just have one coming out, and it's like you said, Path to the Draft. So describe that a little bit.
We're just gonna try to like get some content together for you guys to see all the work that goes into this. Like you guys get to see the product, and you guys are proud of the product, but I want y'all to see how it got there. I want y'all to see the journey of what I go through to become who I am.
See, that's awesome. That's awesome, because like with mine, I just started mine, and it's called like the Sideline Show. And that's why I bring in guys like you and stuff, because as us sitting on the sidelines, we have so many questions and stuff. And that's why I really wanted to get you on, because like you said, we see the product. We don't get to do like the dig-ins of like, getting to ask you this stuff. So that's awesome. And I'm excited to keep seeing YouTube videos, bro.
Yeah, for sure. We're coming strong with the content.
Good. Give me one of your best high school memories, whether it be sports or with friends or anything.
Sports, I'd say, I'd say one of my best high school memories is beating Still Valley. I remember we beat Still Valley, and that was like the best day ever. Just the whole night, the whole day.
I remember. I think I definitely remember that. Yeah.
My senior year, there was so much hype, and I broke my ankle my senior year, so they ended up winning the championship.
Yeah.
But I threw for 4 touchdowns, ran for 4 touchdowns.
And you were 1,000 guy too, right?
Yeah, right.
I was too. My senior year, I was 1,000.
Right. Yeah. We did it again. We did it the same year.
Yeah. Were you back-to-back years? Were you 2 years in a row, I think?
Yeah, I did it my junior year, and I did it my senior year when you did.
I thought so.
Yeah.
Give me one of your favorite college memories, brother.
College memory, man. I make memories every single day over here, man.
All right. Let me hear.
I say one of my favorite college memories. Our bowl game, man. We were after our bowl game this year. We got to hold that trophy up.
You played in the Quick Lane, right?
Yeah, the Quick Lane Bowl. Yep, that was our first.
I thought so.
I think that was our first ever bowl. No, I'm lying. Beating Pitt was the best feeling of my life. Beating Pitt was the best feeling ever.
Yeah, I'm a huge Pitt fan. Obviously, I go to most of the games, and that game against you guys is possibly a reason why we were not in the we had a very good chance to go to the playoffs even. If we would have had just one loss on the year. So you could have possibly held us out of that, man, with Kenny and stuff.
I heard there was a lot of talk about how Pitt used us as a a lot of teams tried to do what we do to Pitt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they were able to keep looking back at our game to win the ACC. So it was because that's what Wake Forest. We're kind of we're very similar to Wake Forest. You guys play Wake
RPO
Forest
style, right?
RPO
style.
Our RPO offense. So that actually probably got y'all ACC championship too. Yeah. Just being able to understand our offense better.
Yeah, that's what we were so nervous going into the ACC championship, because you guys literally run the same RPO type style, and you guys lit us up. You guys lit us up at home. So do you have any superstitions on what you do for games or anything?
Kind of a little bit. Even before practice, I gotta get 50 catches in before I hit the field. It got to be. It's actually 60. So I got to get 10 to the side, 10 to the other side, and 10 straight up. And if I don't do that, I'm gonna have a bad day. That's the only superstition I got.
All right, what's your pregame meal?
pregame meal. I don't like to eat, bro. I don't like to eat before the game. Like, if it's a night game, I gotta eat. But like, if it's in the morning, I'll pick at some fruit a little bit.
So nothing like no exact pregame meal for before games.
Yeah.
All right, 2 more good questions.
Yeah.
I'm assuming like you've played Madden before and you've got to build your own character like when you were younger. So what's it gonna be like? I know you're gonna play with your own character once you get in Madden, and I'm gonna play with your character.
Yeah.
So what's that gonna be like?
It's gonna be crazy, man. Just the I definitely grew up a Madden freak. So like, it was like I was playing the game every single day. When I wake up, I'm putting the game on. I'm playing Madden. So it's like now my brother's more like that. So like he plays the game all the time. So he's gonna probably have more fun with me than me.
Can you still beat him in the sticks? You probably don't play much. I don't play much anymore either, but I feel like I still beat my brother in the sticks.
I don't play that much. I don't play that much either, but my skills never leave my thumbs.
That's like I always said, it don't matter how much you play. If your football's smart, you're going to be good at Madden.
Facts.
Simple as that.
Facts.
All right, one more question. What's the first thing you think you want to buy after this whole NFL contract and stuff? And have you thought of anything yet, or just anything at all?
Oh yeah, of course. I need it. I'm gonna get a car.
A new whip.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a new whip. I'm gonna get a new whip. I'm gonna get, and I got. It's either gonna be a AMG, some AMG or a Range.
That's sweet.
I'm gonna get something crazy.
That's gonna be sweet. All right, last thing here, Sky. A little bit more serious note here, because I do want something awesome to post out here. What is like one thing that you want all these NFL teams to know? Like, to say a team comes to draft you, what do you want them to know the player they are getting on and off the field, as a man, as a person, as a player?
Well, I feel like the most thing with me, like the most things people are going to say about me is I'm a professional when I walk in the building. Like since I've been in high school, you can ask my high school coach. I was a professional when I got there straight out of 8th grade. So it was like, I would say to a team, like, you're going to get the consistent SKYY Moore every single day. It's not going to be, oh, we don't know what we're going to get out of the Sky. You're going to know exactly what you're going to get out of me. And what you're going to know what you're going to get out of me as far as what I'm going to put on the field and how I'm going to perform off the field in the meetings and, just daily life. So you're not going to have to worry about nothing but what's going on the field.
That's awesome, Sky. Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate you giving me the time. If you remember, our top level shooting shirts always had outwork everyone on the back of them. And you're the true definition of, you're always outworking everybody. So congratulations on your success. You deserve it, man. I can't wait to buy your jersey. I'm going to draft you in fantasy because you're going to be a sleeper on fantasy. I already know you're going to be a sleeper on fantasy. And hopefully in the future, I can get you back on here when you're in the Pro Bowl, brother.
Yes, sir. I'm going to be back. I'm going to be back real soon.
I appreciate it, bro. And I'll hold you to that. All right.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, man.
Yep. Thanks. Good luck on this, man.
Take care, man.